Hey everyone. Should I say Merry Christmas? I've been feeling like I'm in the twilight zone for the last little while, and then the snow just kind of put me right in completely. So just to kind of look at the energies of what's going on, and it just made me realize, like, you can look at this weird snowstorm as just like a scientific thing or global warming or whatever, but you can also look at it like an expression of the evolving and chaotic energies. I don't know if it's just chaos, it's also evolving. Mother Nature is a reflection, a mirror of the planetary evolution that's going on here. You can look at it as negative, maybe. There's so many ways. I'm just trying to feel it out. So one thing is, winter, we're not in winter, but this looks like winter. Winter is about hibernation and rest. So you could look at this as, we're supposed to be, quote unquote, in hibernation right now. Now, not in the way that, they're telling us to stay home and lock down and all that, but it's reflecting how it's a time for us to be internal and evolve our souls. And it's funny because it's snowing and it makes me not want to go out at all or do anything. And I'm like, well, I guess that's just part of it, right? We're supposed to kind of stay in and reflect and shift our consciousness. And it means, you do it in the way that you want. Some people will just, watch TV, and some people will really use the time to create a new way of thinking for themselves so that they can lift up and out of the lower vibrations. So I just see part of the energy here of the snow is to remind us that we are in hibernation. You could also look at it as it's kind of a negative way to look at it, but you could look at it as maybe it's mirroring the imbalances in the world, or even I don't even feel this is right because I feel like what I just told you is more correct. But anyways, you could look at it that way because there's so much misleading information and misleading politicians and misleading everything. And it's like the snow's like, hey, it's spring. No, it's not. Right? You could totally look at it that way. But I feel like we need to reflect on what is actually going on. And it's very unusual for snow to be here in Canada in May, or at least in Ontario. So don't really panic, I think. Because I was like, okay, yep, this is totally Twilight Zone-ish, and just shifting that to maybe there's another reason that the snow is here. It's just to help us stay more internal, and not that I want to be forced to not evolve, or I'm sorry, not be able to socialize or whatever, but we really need this time because a lot of people are waking up. So I don't agree with things being shut down. I don't agree with all this stuff happening. But a lot of people really needed it. There's people that were just go, 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 go. Like heat, fire energy, summer energy, go, 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 go. And that's part of the problem. And so if you just look at the entire thing in terms of, in a positive way, okay? Not that I want to lose my freedoms or anything, but if you don't see the positive in it, you're just going to be in the negative of it, right? There's a pause. Okay? We needed this so that we would have a chance to bump ourselves up and out of this 3D low vibration reality. And a lot of people who are ready for it will have absolutely no choice but to evolve. And it's like you don't even, like there's some people where, I haven't really directly said anything to them, but suddenly they reach out to me on social media and they're like, hey, this and that, this, like they're completely on board. And I'm like, oh, really cool. Like I have more people on quote unquote my side, right? Like it's pretty cool how I'm becoming more aware of the people who are just evolving on their own, and it's great to see. So this time is needed. Trust in the process. Trust that the snow is here for a reason. I know there's reasons like there's reasons, I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know what to believe right now. All I know is I'm looking at it energetically. So look at everything energetically. Trust that there's a balance going on. Chaos. Is it chaos? It is a bit chaotic. The snow, the whole world. But if you just look at it as actually, it was chaotic before all this happened. Like there was no real, like the world couldn't continue the way it was going. And I pray that what I'm hearing and feeling is real, as in there is a new earth coming. And it might take a while. I feel like we're going to be in some sort of a war for at least 10 to 12 years. Not to scare people, but it's not a war in the way that people think. It's a very subtle war. There's quote unquote Trump's words, the invisible enemy. Is it the virus? You gotta think about it. It's actually a lot more than that. It's the dark forces, the corruption. That's the invisible enemy. And the people who are starseeds, who are here to evolve and uplift the rest of the planet, we are here to be challenged by these lower vibrations, because it's been centuries that they're trying to take over. And there's, I'm not the one that knows a lot about this stuff, but I definitely know people who have talked about it on YouTube, and you're always welcome to reach out and ask me, because I feel like there's certain people who really know how to channel this information well. I'm not there yet, but I do understand that this is not new. This kind of war, and also this kind of quote unquote pandemic, it's not a new thing. It's happening apparently like maybe every 100 years, the same exact thing, because it's bumping us up into a higher vibration every single time. And I do feel that, like I've said in previous videos, the light always wins, okay? So you need to trust that. The light always overpowers the dark. But it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So, all right, this turned into a lot bigger of a topic, but I knew it would, because the snow is just reminding me of it's like reflecting everything that's happening right now. It's just interesting. So yes, that's all I want to say. Just trust the process, trust that we're supposed to be a little bit internal right now so that we can learn and evolve and discover who we really are. It's all about evolving our souls. It's a game. It's a game. And if you can keep on looking at it that way, it's easier to get through this time. So much easier to get through. I've had to battle myself over and over to not fall into the dark energies, as my previous videos showed. But I don't mind expressing when I'm there, because if I just be love, light all the time, then I'm not being honest. And a lot of people need to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And it is possible to get yourself out of that place and be in this higher vibration. Okay, so um, oh, one last thing that this snowstorm kind of feels like is I keep reading that when we uh, go into this 5D reality, which is the higher vibration, that time is going faster. So when I look out the window and I see snow, I almost feel like that's actually happening. Like time is going fast. Not that we're in December, but anyways, I don't need to get into this part of it. It's just funny. Like you start to feel like you've just like been in a time warp and you're all of a sudden in December. Like it's interesting. Anyways, so that's all I want to say today. Just a few things to think about that the snow has brought up for me. So I'd like to share. Have a good day, and I hope to see some hot summer days soon. All right, take care.